Hello, sports card world. It's ZiggyNo. Today is June 22nd, 22, and we're talking sports cards. Thank you very much for stopping by the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, get your notes ready. I'd love your comments, your feedback, thumbs up and thumbs down. I am trying to catch up on the comments. For those of you who left them, I really do appreciate that, and I will be getting back to everybody as soon as I can. Listen, a lot of great stuff yesterday. I'm going to share some collectors' perspectives on some of the trade shows they went to this past weekend. I'm also going to share some perspectives from some interviews that took place, and I'm hoping to make you laugh. And we're going to listen to some perspectives on what's going on in the sports card market. Is it a crash? Is it the end of the world? What's happening? What's happening? Hang in there, guys. Thank you again. Here we go. Okay, first up, I would like to go over a few collector videos. This is Wax Museum Podcast. Big fan of Wax Museum Podcast. He's been around a long time. Was actually part of Bench Clear Media many years ago, like in 2019. What I really like about him, not just his great content, his perspective, he's a true collector, but he also is one of the guys who's involved in some of the anti-fraud. He keeps a database of like RPAs and tracks some of the patch changes and stuff. Just a great follow, great person to know. If you don't know Wax Museum, I do recommend you follow the channel and take a look at it. What I love with this video is he gives a great perspective of the Midway monster. It shows you the outside the building, the inside, the line, talks a little bit about it, gives his perspective. Heard a lot of people talk about it. I just really enjoyed Wax Museum's perspective. It's really cool. Next two up are two just OGs in sports card lore. I mean, these guys have been putting channel content out for a long time. Westergriff and Mike O. And I believe you'll see both those guys this weekend at Hobbypalooza, which I'll talk about later on. But I really enjoyed these guys. Both went to the same show. I forget what show it's called. It's like this one right here. That's the one it's called. I can't say that name, at the mall. But they both were there, and really cool pickups, and really just enjoyed listening to their conversations. One interesting story, Westergriff made a comment, but one of the dealers that he likes to use normally that goes to the show apparently isn't going anymore or backed out. I just think it's just too much hassle, and not surprised to hear that. You know, hopefully that dealer will come back, but you know, just an interesting feedback, I guess, to get. Miko had some really cool stuff here. I like this. He's showing this Bowman gold. Look at those cards. I think these are all Phillies, right? Yeah, really cool, man. I mean, it's a collector's piece. Great story about it. He tells you a little bit about it as well. Again, just really enjoyed it. If you haven't already, I do recommend subscribing to both Miko and Westergriff. Why is my internet bad? I don't know. We'll just go ahead and click that button and we'll move on. Next up, on the collector side, this is from House of Cards. Big fan of House of Cards. He does this every Monday. I think it's his mail day Monday. It's a little late this week. This is cool. What I have paused for you was he did a break of Prism football, and he got a skunk pack, and he opens the skunk pack and he pulls a rookie, rookie signature on camera, which I thought was pretty cool because he's opening it up. Because his mail day goes, oh, I got a skunk pack. Let's open it up. And what do you get? An auto. I mean, that was pretty cool. I mean, I don't know who the auto is. It's a Cincinnati Red rookie, but hey, man, that was fun. And big fan of House of Cards and the content he puts out. Great collector, just sharing you what he's doing, why he's doing it, and how he's doing it. So do recommend those mail days. Here, going to try to make you giggle now. Okay, listen to this. Look, Paul Hickey, I applaud you, man. I applaud everybody who hustles, right? Paul has been running this, what's it called? No off season. And he does these 3 reasons why the sports card market isn't crashing. I absolutely love this video because I was rolling on the floor. I mean, I cried laughing. Listen to this line. And Paul, I don't mean this to be mean, but Paul, did you listen to your own video? Listen to this. Listen. Hold on. Hopefully this is loud enough.
Doesn't exist. And let me explain. I think it's a complete fallacy for somebody to say the sports card market is crashing because there is no sports card market. There are only micro markets made up of different types of sports cards.
You remember Neo where he's bending the spoon? The question in Neo is the spoon bending? Is the spoon even there? So I guess the question is, look, sports card market's not crashing because there's no market. Dude, I don't even know how to take that, Paul. I don't even know what to say. He also goes on. One thing he says is data is manipulated and everybody's just showing negative data. Look, I agree with you. Data is easily manipulated, but all they've been showing you is positive data for years. They show you LeBron Jameses and Kobe Bryant's and, you know, Luca's and Zion's and all these, you know, hot names. But if you look at the players that didn't do well, look, the data is the data. But dude, it's telling me that the sports card market isn't crashing because there's no market is just laughable. And I'll also say this, it's not crashing. Crashing is not the right. First of all, sports cards are not a traditional commodities market. They're not a stock market. They don't have 10%, drops and 20% corrections and bear markets. It's just a marketplace, kind of like Beanie Babies and art. Okay, now let's go over to this next video. This next video is from Sports Card Radio, and what I want to call the angry brother here. I'm a fan of the channel. I enjoy the content, but this video, I just don't know, man. He's just very angry. Now, his comments, he actually takes the side of Paul Hickey here. Not that there's no market to crash, but he does believe that the market's better this year than it was last year. I won't necessarily argue with that, right? He's got some points, right? That you can get garbage retail at the shelf. Last year you couldn't, right? I don't like the fact they keep quoting the fights at Target. That turned out to be complete bogus. That was not really a fight at Target last year, guys. The Minnesota Target story was a complete bogus. If you listen to the story, the police let them go. There was no fight. Anyway, what I do think he makes good points is that it's a down market. There's opportunities to buy if you want to buy. I will tell you real quickly. Let me just go ahead and do this. Let me your full attention. Let me just tell you what's going on. I have said for over a year now that there is a market correction coming. When I say that, it has nothing to do with the valuation of cards. Okay, I don't give a poop about the valuation of cards. It's fun, but that's not what I'm talking about. Talking about correction behavior. Okay, the behavior is off. Okay, buying somebody a card because it's the first time he's wearing a jersey and it's his 15th year bet is a mistake. That's we learned that, right? Did we learn that? Oh yes, we learned that. We're learning other things now. I think I said this yesterday. It takes people time to learn. You can tell when the pan is hot. They're still going to touch it. So people in the hobby need to learn, and we're going through that correction. The piece of the hobby that's still way off on correction is the whole middleman distribution. That is the biggest problem that I see in the hobby right now, because what's going on is you have the collectors and you have your manufacturers, but distribution is the one that's screwing everybody right now. There is no reason for products, any of the Prism products, to go for over $1,000 a box. I don't care what Prism it is. They all come allocated at around $200 to $300, maybe $400 a box. That's their suggested retail price. Allocation prices are lower than that. Okay, when that corrects, when hobby prices are more in line, as an example, maybe 2x the allocation price, then the market will start to correct, and you'll start to see things come back to normal. That's not going to happen for a while, guys, because one of the problems we have is we overprinted. We asked for, not me, but we, the community, said, "Oh man, there's not enough product. I'm upset." So what the manufacturers do, they printed as much as they could. They overprinted. We are going to be eating that retail and that extra hobby. I also want to point that out, guys. Allocations in Prism this year increased. That's right, they increased. You know why I know that? Because they made more of it. If they make more, that means they have more cases to allocate. You see what I'm saying? So until that problem fixes itself, and I only believe the only ways to fix that distribution problem are either you have to have competition and no monopoly, or you have to have a controlling monopoly with no distribution. And that is where I hope Fanatics takes us in the future, is Fanatics monopoly and no distribution. And again, I'd love to hear why we need distribution in the hobby. Everybody gives me a reason for distribution is based on old principles. The same old principles that say we can't move the national from AC because of unions and we have to sign a few years in advance. That is old people thinking, man. Old people thinking. Okay, let's get back into what I was talking about here. Okay, next good video is from, again, I keep using the same content creators, but they're giving me good stuff, so I have to talk about it. Extreme Card Breaks takes and looks at the dropping high value cards. He goes through the LeBrons, and I love this video. He's using vintage, I forget what it's called. It's the same tool that Chris Sewell uses, vintage something database or something like that. But look, I'll put it this way. You can see LeBron James, a couple $1,000. You see LeBron James hit like $30,000, $40,000. You see LeBron James like $6,000, $7,000. This is what I refer to as correction. We need to be back here. There's a reason these cards are priced at this price, okay? For years, they were priced here. There's no reason for this logic here. This is illogical. It doesn't make sense. Let me also say this real quickly. LeBron has no more moments in the future that we can look forward to that aren't baked into the card value. He will take the points championship from Olajuwon. We'll expect that. So Olajuwon? Abdul-Jabbar. Sorry, Abdul-Jabbar. He'll take the points from Abdul-Jabbar, right? Anyway. And he'll retire and go to the Hall of Fame. That's it. He's not winning any more rings. Nothing special is going to happen. So I don't see any moment where I'd want to buy his card. In fact, if you want a LeBron card, wait for 4 or 5 years. They'll be dirt cheap, man. I'm not kidding. They will be cheap. They'll probably be in repack products. Okay, let me move on to the next video here. Again, really do like Extreme Breaks video on that. Here's another one. Sports cards once again, just putting out good content, man. Good content. Goes over suggestions for ComC. Really like this. And it's so funny. I thought about these videos years ago, like we should do what, how to make fixes or what suggestions to make. And I love that he put this video together. I don't agree with every one of the suggestions. I know there's a few reasons why they don't, but I just love the insight. And I'll tell you this, I'll put it this way. Here's my feeling with ComC. ComC has got they are so overworked just trying to handle what they're doing that they don't have any time to be innovative. That's why I don't think they do any grading anymore. That's why I don't think they do any of the extra bells and whistles they could. And I think they also are aware of the fact they know the market's going to correct, right? It's going to go back to what it was before. ComC was a place that we would dump our cards and collectors could put sets together, right? That's really what it was, at least my perspective. Now, still love it. I love these strategies and I'm curious to see where it goes. In fact, I was somebody doing a video on what happened to Star Stock and why did Star Stock fail and ComC has continued to weather the storm. Now, I won't say they've succeeded where Star Stock failed, but they're here and they've been here and they're not going anywhere. Next video up, Hobby Hotline. Great conversation. Be honest, most of this is around Hobbypalooza. If you're not familiar, Hobbypalooza is on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be on Sunday at 5 p.m. Hope you'll join me then. But if you're not going to join me, join other people. Look at the lineup. Go to Hobbypalooza. Have fun. Compete for some prizes. Panini's going to be giving away some boxes. They're going to be doing some raffles for that. All the money gathered is going to go to charity. So again, do check this out. I'm super excited about that. Let me also just make this quick comment for Hobby Hotline. I'm not on Hobby Hotline anymore. I was on there years ago. I feel like the show lacks. It seems to me like you get a few guys and all they do is they kind of get focused in on each other. They start talking. They kind of exclude the community. I know they're trying to get more people involved. What I'd recommend, I don't know if you're even paying attention to Hobby Hotline, you guys have to do more at getting people to call in and not the same people to call in, right? I know Rich calls in and Brad calls in and I call in. You need to get new people. What I would suggest, have a sponsor come in and give away a blaster box every week and say, we need, 5 people have to call in or 3 people to call in and we'll random the 3 people and one of them will win a blaster box. Every week you should give away 1 blaster box to random people who are calling in who are not on Hobby Hotline. You can't be Rich, can't be Brad, can't be somebody else like that. I think that would be a better way to help get this more involved. I mean, this channel has so much potential. You have so many wonderful guests and hosts on here, but it just seems like it's lagging. Like one of the comments is made last night, we have 10 more minutes to kill it. It almost feels like you guys are doing this like a chore sometimes. Does that make sense? And I hope you're taking this feedback positively. I know I come across sometimes as a little abrasive, but I do. I mean, I was kicked off Hobby Hotline and I still support it. Okay, next video up, Caging Cardboard. Good video here, Brian. Really enjoyed it. Justin, Brian, Josh. I think Justin was on another video earlier this week that I saw. I really liked this. Look, they gave some insight on the national, some things that I liked about it. They talked about some practical things, right? About, engaging at the booth, working on deals, how much cash to bring, how do you bring cash, how do you get cash, little things. One thing I thought was interesting, they had this whole conversation about videos and about people recording. If you're doing a deal and if you should ask permission to record. I'm going to say cap on that. And here's the reason I say that, guys. I know you want to feel like if you're going to record me, you should ask my permission. That's not the way this society works, dude. Look around. There's cameras everywhere recording you. You don't get a choice. If you're in public, you're public domain. Anybody record you. Talk to the paparazzi. I can snap pictures of you all day long. And the fact you guys sat there going, well, I don't want anybody to take pictures, kind of makes me want to take pictures of you. You know what I mean? Don't say that. If anything, you could say, I want to go to a private area, but don't be like, you shouldn't be taking pictures. I have privacy. No, that's cap. You're in public, you can be videotaped. Trust me. I understand. Okay, last videos I want to talk about, 2 quick videos. Neo Cards and Comics, really enjoyed. He did a live this week. I'll be honest. I was such a huge fan of Neo back in the beginning because he was one of the guys who really focused on, I thought, the hobby. He also used market movers when everybody else was giving card ladder for free and fumbled with it. And what I mean by that is you look at people who use card ladder, they fumble with it. They show you screens and charts, but they don't know how to use it. Neo is really good at using market movers and showing you good data. Whether you like market movers or not, really like what he does with it. The other thing I must say, again, is I've been a fan of his. I like the fact, and I gave him grief for his little join button here a while back, and I still, it's a tip button. He gets a tip, whatever. But I'm going to applaud him because he doesn't whore himself out to everybody for $1, right? He's not pimping PWC and collectible like some other people are. He doesn't sell out quickly. he's only, I think he is endorsed, or he works with My Slabs, which he uses, and I like that. He made a comment about that. I think, and this came up with somebody said, "Hey, would you have GMA on your channel?" And he honestly said, no, because I'll never use GMA, and I think it'd be misrepresented to have them on my channel. And I applaud you, Neo. I applaud you for doing that. So again, I like I said, I've always been a big fan of yours. I got upset a while back. Water under the bridge. I still watch you. I still listen, and I applaud you. I want to bring that attention to everybody else watching. This man chose not to sell out. Ha. Last thing I'll talk about. I can only find this. I can't, when I click on it, it goes away, but Run Good Life, who I am a fan of. I know he's going to think I'm giving him garbage about it was a repack product, so I'm going to do a repack video again. I thought this was interesting, his thumbnail. First rookie cards of the 22-23 rookie class, and he's referring to the Bowman U. Now, this got me thinking about Victor yesterday. You guys watch Victor, the rookie card specialist? These are not rookie cards. These do not meet the requirements, the 10 commandments for rookie cards. Now, the problem here is the 10 commandments rookie cards typically focus on baseball. When it comes to basketball and other sports like football, there apparently is no rule. But let me just say this. I am sick and tired of hearing people call any card that's the first card a rookie card. I heard somebody today calling, I think it was Jimi Hendrix rookie card and Neil Diamond rookie card. Dude, they're not rookies, okay? They didn't get called up. That's just wrong. I don't even know what to say there. Please don't do that. Oh, it hurts my ears. Rookies are referred to in sports, I think, primarily. You let me know if there are other places you could have a rookie. I guess, at McDonald's, a new guy gets hired, he's a rookie on the team. I don't know. Just did not like that. But I would just say this. These Bowman cards are not rookie cards. And I think that's the problem. They're going to cause some confusion. Now, you tell me. They would be called a pre-rookie card, I believe, under the 10 Commandments. But anyway, guys, I just thought that's it. That's all I have to talk about today. Probably talk too much. Try to keep these short and sweet. Really do appreciate your time, stopping by, commenting, feedback. I am going to be traveling again today, and I will try to catch up on comments sometime this week or tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I will plan to be going to Chantilly on Saturday, and then Sunday I will be on Bench Clear Media's channel at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Guys, thank you very much. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.